Welcome to the 5 for 2 podcast with me, your host Adele, where we say no to careers where you're trading 5 days of misery for 2 days of fun. A place we discuss all things career, confidence, and money moves. I want to motivate, teach, and empower ambitious women to achieve more, earn more, feel more confident, and enjoy the work they do. It's all about believing you can have everything you want in your career and then going and getting it. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to another episode. This episode is for all the people like me who hate networking. But if you're like me, you know that good networking, being liked, is where the money's at and is where the opportunities, the promotions, all the good stuff in your career, everything that you're looking for. Listen, half the time, me getting interviewed on other people's podcasts or me getting opportunities for speaking has come through networking. So even though I don't enjoy the process, the pros outweigh the cons. So today, in this episode, I'm going to help every one of you that doesn't like networking to be able to do it and to be able to survive it. Listen, I'm an introvert. You all know that already. I don't mind small talk though. I'm okay with small talk. I know a lot of people though that say to me, I hate small talk, Adele, I can't do it. This episode's for you for sure, because I'm going to help you to figure out what small talk you can say to basically everyone that won't make you feel drained, but also will help you get to the point or get liked. Basically, I'm going to show you how to use networking to your advantage, even when you hate it. And it's not going to be long. It's not going to be drawn out. I'm going to show you how to do it fast, quick, get in, get out, get result, create impact. So let's go. Let's get into it. First and foremost, can we talk about the purpose of networking? Networking is for current opportunities, recommendations, referrals, future opportunities. People forget that one. Sometimes you are networking now. People will say to me, I only network when I need an opportunity. That's the problem. If you only network when you need something, it's most likely that you won't get anything. If you're always networking, you will be top of mind for people with future opportunities. You had a good networking session with someone like this month, and maybe 3 months down the line, someone reaches out to you and they're like, oh my gosh, this opportunity just came up and you were on my mind because of networking. So future opportunities, remember that. I've had opportunities come to me years later. Like someone remembered me from like 2 years ago, and I stayed connected with them on LinkedIn and stuff like that, and maybe like their post, they like my post. It's not about talking to them every day. That's just not my vibe. I'm not that person. But I stayed connected with them and they thought of me and was like, Adele, this job has just come up, or this opportunity has just come up, or this freelance work has just come up. Are you interested? Networking is also so that your name is being mentioned in the rooms that improve your career and your bank balance. That's the most important one. You want your name to be mentioned in rooms when you are not there in a positive way, so that when an opportunity comes up for career progression, they think of you. When opportunities come up for pay rises, they think of you. Listen, I've worked in so many corporate jobs where maybe 3 people on the team have asked for a pay rise and only 1 person got it. And the person that got it is because they were the most liked, they were the most visible, and sometimes they were the most hardworking. I'm not going to say they weren't, because a lot of times the most hardworking person can get more money, but usually is combined with them being liked and them being visible. Because I know a lot of hardworking people that don't get the money because the people higher than them don't necessarily like them. Like I literally have seen that happen so many times where the person is so hardworking. We get into the room and I might be like, no, they're really good at their job. And the other people are like, oh no, but X, Y, Z. And they give 100 reasons. And the actual reason is you lot just don't like them. And if there's not enough of us that are advocating for the hard workers, then it comes down to a democracy. Do you know what I mean? The powers that be will win if there's not enough of you that are advocating for the hard workers. So being liked is important. Networking helps you be liked, whether that's at work or out of work. Let's go. I just want to say this though before I start. If you don't like money and you don't want better career opportunities, skip this episode, because that's what networking is for. Because a lot of you I know are still screaming like, but Adele, I hate it. Then you need to skip this episode because clearly you don't like money. I know majority of you listening to this podcast hate networking. just like me. Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked on this episode because the title gave it away. And the rest of you who do like networking, I wish it was as easy for me as you guys make it look. This is what I think that you should be doing if you hate networking, but you want it to still be useful to you in your career. We're going to start off with wearing bright colors. When you go to a networking event, when you go to work, every now and then wear bright colors. I'm not saying wear bright colors every single day, because if you're like me, vibe, I like neutral, blacks, grays, whites. Let's keep it simple. But every now and again, throw in a pop of color, throw in a red. I'm thinking of someone recently, one of my colleagues, she wore a red top and some red lipstick. She looked beautiful on the Teams call. And everyone commented, "Oh, you look really nice today." And I knew what the reason was. Like, maybe the other people didn't realize, but I knew, because she had the color on and it looked beautiful against her skin and she just looked amazing. Colors will help people come to you. So if, like me, I don't go over to people and approach people, I'm not the person at a networking event that's going to come over to you and just say hi. I'm the person who will smile at you so that you come over to me, but I'm not that forward. And I know you're all like thinking, Adele, we see you online, we see you on Instagram, we see you on LinkedIn, we see you at speaking gigs, we see you doing lives, we see you, like, we're listening to you right now. What do you mean you wouldn't approach anyone? Absolutely not. Any of my clients that are currently listening will attest to it. They know. Any of my clients that are listening, please comment underneath this episode, because you guys know what I'm like. I will not reach out first. Absolutely not. That's why anytime you think you get a DM from me asking you if you want to work with me, just know it's a fake account. I don't reach out to people, whether that's for clients, whether that's for networking. Listen, I find other ways. Wearing bright colors. Wear statement earrings. I'm the queen of statement earrings. I love a hoop. I know the saying, the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe. I do not care. I love a big hoop earring. I love a medium hoop earring. I love a small hoop earring. I'm going to wear some statement hoops and slick my hair back, and I'm going to look cute with it. So statement earrings. I know people that like dangly earrings, something with a pearl on it. Listen, let your earrings do the talking so people come over to you and be like, "Oh, I love your earrings." There you go. Me, my nails are definitely a statement piece. My nails have always got a little design on them, couple little hearts, couple little like sparkles to them. Like, they're a vibe. My nails are cute. People are always like, "Oh, I love your nails. I love the pink on your nails." Like, currently I've got nude kind of nails with pink tips, like as in pink French tips. People literally are like, "Oh my gosh, Adele, I love your nails." Ta-da! Now people are talking to me. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're networking in a room and there's men in the room, it might be a little bit harder with like the earrings and stuff, because they're not necessarily going to come over to you and be like, "Oh, I like your earrings." But wearing a bright color helps, because people are just drawn to bright colors, even if they don't know why. Hairstyles. Sometimes your hairstyle can help you. Now, don't get me wrong. I know if you're a black woman listening to this, you're like, "Listen, my hairstyles have worked against me." I hear you, because it's worked against me in some situations too. But some situations, having a nice like braid down or just like a nice updo, people be like, "Oh, your hair looks nice today." And what I mean by a noticeable hairstyle, if you're at work and you're networking at work, just changing your hair, everyone notices, they want to come and talk to you. Ta-da. If you're going to an event, a networking event, even doing a middle part slick, straight hairstyle, hair down, middle part, people will come and talk to you. They'll be like, "Oh, well, she looks nice. She looks put together." You know how you've heard that saying, "Oh, they look really put together"? That's what it is. People are drawn to looks, whether we like it or not. They're drawn to colors, looks, statement pieces. Listen, I've seen someone wear a brooch to a networking event and people kept asking like, "Oh, what's this brooch about?" Even if people were laughing behind her back and saying like, "So olden days to wear a brooch," she was memorable. People remembered the brooch lady. People spoke to the brooch lady. People were like, "Oh, she was actually really nice." Yes. So whether you wanted to make fun of her or you loved the brooch, you remembered her. Being memorable is important at networking events. So yes, wear the bright color, wear the statement earrings, let people come to you. It's like being a moth to a flame. You're the flame, the moths will all come flock you and come say hello to you. That makes your life easier because you haven't got to initiate the conversation. The water or coffee cup trick, or tea, depending on what you like. I'm a tea girly, don't drink coffee, but mainly drink water. So this works at events and in the office. Make sure you've got a empty cup, whether it's a cup that you're going to fill up with water or a mug that you have your coffee or your tea in. Walk past someone and start the conversation. The reason for the cup is it's your way in and your way out. You can just be like, "Oh, I was just on my way. Hi, how are you?" "Oh, I'm good." And then they'll be like, "Oh, how have you been?" You'll be like, "Oh, I'm good. I was just on my way to go and get some water." and then just have a quick conversation with them. Find out about work. If you remember something about them, they've gone on holiday recently, have a quick chat and then say to them, anyway, let me go and get this water and we'll catch up shortly. Do you see? You were in, you were out, you shook it all about. Sorry, guys, intrusive thought. So you were in and you were out. You didn't have to sing the hokey cokey, but you were able to have a quick conversation. But because you've got this cup in your hand, it's obvious you've got something to go and do. It also works with like photocopying. If you're in the office and you need to go and photocopy something, you've got a pile of papers in your hand, just hold random papers. No one needs to know what the papers are. And you can be like, oh, I just need to go and photocopy these. Like, so old fashioned, but I've got to go and do it. Ta-da, your easy way out. So you can have a quick conversation. If like me, you don't I'm good talking to people, but once we get into conversation, I'm like, oh, I haven't got anything else to say. I want to run away. Or I just don't like speaking to for long periods of time. Unless I know you, then I can speak for England. Unless I'm recording my podcast, then I can speak for England. Outside of that, I kind of just want to get in and get out. So using that trick, super helpful. So remember, empty cup. That way you can just be like, oh, I was just on my way to go and get a coffee. I was just on my way to go and get some water. Just on my way to fill this cup up and go and get my lunch. Quick way out. Or if the conversation's going well and you want to carry it on, I was just about to fill up my water cup and get some lunch. Do you want to come with me? Dun, dun, dun. Either they'll say yes, you carry on the conversation, or they'll say no because they've got work to do. One way or the other, you get something from the situation. You either get out of it or they come with you. If you don't want them to come with you, do not offer that option. Next thing you can do, control your time. So many people say to me, oh, my workplace has all these events and I don't want to go to all of them. But then when people are going to the events, they're the people that get all the opportunities. Oh my gosh, sis, go to the event. But control your time. If my company has 3 events, I'll try and go to 2. Sometimes only 1, because if I'm honest, 3 is too many. But as long as I go to 1, and at that 1, I'm going to be super memorable. And why I say control your time, go for 1 drink. Go for just the starters. You don't have to stay the whole time. People are always like, oh, once I go, I have to stay. Why? I will go and eat starters with my team and then be like, you know what, guys, I've really got to get home. Like, I've got so many things to do. And I'll just make up an excuse. Find a reason. Now it's even better for me because I have a 1-year-old. Having a baby is amazing. But previous to that, my daughter's like 20. What was I going to say? I need to go and cook her dinner? Absolutely not. She is grown. I just have to find different reasons why I need to leave. I've got to go. I've got to get home. Sometimes my reason would be, listen, Love Island's on tonight. I can't miss it, guys. Yes, I know. Trash TV. Love it, though. Got to go. Got to see Love Island. Again, I'll be memorable. I'm the Love Island girl. They're going to be talking about it for days. They're going to be like, oh, Adele had to leave early because she wanted to see Love Island. Love Island was more interested in drinks with us. I'll be like, listen, if you were my type on paper, I would have stayed. You see how I made a joke? You see how I turned the small talk into something? Be memorable. Be quick. Think of things that you can say. And if you're not quick, I just gave you a good out and a good line to use if they then bring it up the next day of why you didn't stay. Okay? Because sometimes what happens is you go into work the next day, they complain about you not staying, and you take offense to it and get your back up and then are like giving a little bit of attitude without realizing you're giving attitude. When someone tries to mock me about leaving early, I'm ready for you. Because yeah, I have a life outside of work. I just don't have to say it like that. Can we go back to just like putting people in their place professionally and also being as fake as everyone else? Because sometimes you just have to be fake at work because these people are not my friends or my family. It's okay to be a little bit fake sometimes. Control your time. Like I said, go for 1 drink. Go for starters and leave. Even if you don't drink, go say hello and then leave. Say, I'm not staying long. But while you're there, speak to the most important people. And that's the thing that people get wrong. You lot go networking and then are just there to be there, hanging out with your same team members that you see every single day. I'm not networking with my team members. I see them every day. I network with them all the time. I ain't got no reason to talk to them apart from my boss. My boss is important. My boss's boss is even more important. Because if my boss's boss likes me, if at any point my boss starts to do nonsense or doesn't like me, his boss or her boss likes me. Therefore, they'll be like, oh no, I've never found that with that person. You need to try harder. Dun, dun, dun. You need to be liked by the right people. If there are any exco or senior management in the building, say hello to one of them. Always, always, always speak to someone in IT. People always ask me why I think that you should speak to people in IT. The reason being, if you've got a friend in IT, when your computer is messed up, they will always skip you to the front of the line. Whenever I have IT problems, I've got a friend in IT, I can just quickly Teams and say, listen, I'm going to put a ticket in, but can you do X, Y, Z? Yes, they've done it already. And then I put the ticket in. They like me. Someone on my team is like having problems with IT. I'll be like, wait, let me get hold of my connection. Speak to someone who's in IT. Speak to a finance manager. That's self-explanatory. They hold the purse strings. Just speak to someone in finance. People in finance speak to everyone in the business. They like you. Your name's getting mentioned in rooms without you even trying, with minimal effort. Speak to at least one manager from another team whose team is always working with your team. So, we're always doing cross-functional work. There's always that one manager who is in another team or heads another team, and you work closely with their team or you work closely with them. Go ahead and speak to them. Speak to a senior manager's PA. That's even more important than speaking to the senior management. A lot of senior management, C-suite, exco, they have their own PAs who they've had for years. If that PA likes you, oh my gosh, they will help you get into meetings that you don't necessarily need to sit on. They will tell you the tea, tell you the business. They will help you with information like that will help you with small talk with senior people. They'll be like, oh yeah, he always likes to go fishing. Or, oh my gosh, he's always at the cinema with his kids. Oh, is it? I've got kids too. Now that's my in. I know what to talk about next time I run into him in the hallway. I'm going to need you guys to think logically. And I know it sounds like I'm telling you to talk to a lot of people, but if you think about it, it's about 7 people. Talk to them people and get out. You don't even need to talk to all 7. Pick 3 important ones, get out. The next time you go, you can add a couple more people on. Talk to 7 people, get out the door, make your impact. I just like to be memorable. I'll say 40 minutes, an hour. I don't need to be there for 2-3 hours to make an impact, because in my mind, I've already made a plan. And that's the next thing. Make a plan. So not only should you control your time, you should make a plan. What am I going to do during this time? Am I going to stand up and just talk to my team? Because today I'm not on a networking vibe. I just want it to come out. Or am I going to actually quickly go and network, then remove myself? Think about what you're going to do. Also, when you're leaving, you do not need to go and say bye to everyone. Have a plan. I say bye to the people I know and the person who I was speaking to last, or the last 2 people I was speaking to. I'll be like, I'm on my way out now. It was really good catching up with you. And then I'm leaving. I'm not going back and saying bye to every single person. I've left events before and not seen my boss and just gone. And then my boss has maybe said to someone, oh, where's Adele? I was speaking to her earlier. And they've gone, oh, she had to go. And my boss will be like, oh, okay, I wanted to catch up with her a bit more. The next day, one of them will say to me, oh, Thing was looking for you when you left. Great. I'll then reach out to them and be like, oh, I heard you were looking for me. There you go. More small talk, more unnecessary small talk, but also being memorable, being liked, being friendly. Being liked is one of the most underrated skills you can have in corporate. Someone recently said to me, I'd rather be respected than liked. And I agree, because my respect is everything. I'm a manager, I'm a leader, I'm in charge of teams. I want my team to respect me more than I want them to like me. However, I want the people above me to like me, because that like, when it comes from senior people, becomes respect. Because they like you, if someone else disrespects you, they'll be like, oh my gosh, no, what? They're not going to put up with someone they like being disrespected. Think about your friendships. When you like a friend, even if your friend's kind of wrong, you will not allow other people to disrespect them. You might pull your friend to the side and be like, sis, you was wrong. But you ain't going to let someone openly disrespect them. So respect will come secondhand if you are liked by the people above you. When you are in leadership, you don't need your team to like you. You need them to respect you so they get the job done. However, I like both. I need my respect more than I need to be liked, but then I need to be liked second, because my bank balance, respect alone is not getting you paid. Likability is getting you paid. Respect will definitely get you paid. Respect and likability, yeah, that's when you're breaking into the money that you've never seen before. That's when my clients are getting the 20, the 30, the 40K pay rises, because they went to interview and they were liked. They were able to build rapport super quickly and they were liked in that moment. They got the job and they probably went up against people that were better qualified. I interview all the time. Come on, guys. I'm in recruitment. I'm in HR. I've been doing this for a living. I've interviewed loads and loads of people. The people that are most memorable are the people that can deliver impact in the interview, and the ones that I'm like, oh no, I really liked her as well. There you go. She got the job. Oh, I really liked him and his answers were really good. Oh, there you go. He got the job. You don't ever hear me say, oh, they were the most experienced. It is rare that the most experienced person gets the job. Don't care. Don't shoot me. It's the truth. Listen, don't kill the messenger, like they say. It is what it is. And I don't even know how else to say it. It just is what it is. There are always going to be people that are liked more, and that's why they get their job. You can have all the qualifications and all the experience and still struggle, especially in this job market. And a lot of you have struggled, and you know I'm telling the truth. Next thing I need you guys to do is remember, everyone loves talking about themselves. Whether it's a work event or you're an outside work event, so you've gone to a networking event where you can meet people outside your industry. That's really important too, guys. Before I talk about like people like talking about themselves, Go to networking events outside your industry. You never know when you might want to change industry. You never know when an opportunity might come up for your role. So the role you currently do, like I've done HR in lots of different spaces, but like I've never done HR in finance, for instance. If I'm networking with people in finance outside of my company, someone might have a job, a HR job, and think of me because they know I'm in human resources and their company needs HR. And I might want to get into finance because HR people get paid really well in the finance department. So yeah, why wouldn't I? So that's also really important. Don't just go to networking events for your industry. Go to ones outside of your industry and industries that you're just interested in. Because it's super, super helpful. Before I move on to remember everyone loves to talk about themselves, I forgot to mention to you, when you are having conversations at networking events, this is what I need you guys to do. Smile. That's the first thing. Ask how someone is, laugh at their joke, and then move along to the next person. And small talk. When someone says, how are you? You can be like, oh, I'm really good. Today has been super busy though. I've had so much work on. Their response is either going to be like, oh my gosh, me too. Now you've got common ground. You can carry on a little bit of extra small talk. Or they're going to be like, oh, really? I've been really quiet the last few days. Your response, oh my gosh, really? I absolutely wish I need to come into your department. Or now that you've said that you've been really quiet, I bet tomorrow you're going to be super busy. Their response is going to be something like, oh my gosh, you're right. Anytime I say I'm quiet, I'm going to be busy. Do you see I've just given you a real quick script? You can say that same thing to like 3 different people, how busy you are. That's small talk. You do not have to think about extra things to say. Just say you're super busy. You set up the conversation. Now we're talking about being busy. We're talking about all the times that we're busy. We're talking about, oh, every time we say that we're going to be quiet, that we're quiet, we're then suddenly busy. Ta-da! And you're smiling, you're laughing, you're happy, you're memorable. I always find that being really smiling, being really happy, memorable. My boss's boss at one of my jobs once said to me, I've never seen you upset. You are always smiling. Listen, whether she thought it was a good thing or a bad thing, I was always memorable to her. She always knew who I was. Even though I wasn't working 5 days a week like everyone else, she remembered me. She'd reach out to me. She would email me. Why? I'm the smiley girl. I'm the one who's always seems super happy. Now in life, you can never always be super happy. But at work, I ain't giving myself them problems. I'm happy, I'm smiley. Right. Back to remember everyone loves to talk about themselves. You don't have to be the most interesting person in the room when it comes to networking. You just need to ask the most interesting questions. How are you? How are your kids? Oh, how are you? Nice to meet you. Well, I'll do a bit of small talk. Oh, they might say like, oh yeah, I'll get my daughter ready this morning. Oh, you've got kids. How many? There you go. That's your way in. People love to talk about themselves. Oh yeah, I just came back from holiday. Oh really? Where did you go? Oh, is it your first time? Oh really? You've been 5 times. What about it do you love? Now we're in a deep conversation and really all I'm doing is asking questions about themselves and they're chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting. Guess what? When you leave that conversation, they're going to be like, oh my God, I had a really nice conversation with Vidal or Susan or Kelly about my trip. And then we got on to talking about blah, 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 blah. And then we got on to talk about this. How you make people feel is super important. It is more important than what you say. People never remember what you really said, but they always remember how you made them feel. So think about how you leave people from a conversation. Did they feel good? I will leave we'll be laughing about something and I'll be like, oh, give me 1 second. Just got to pop to the loo. I did not need to go to the loo. I just need to get away from you. Now, sometimes people will be like, oh, I'm coming too. You know how women, we like to travel in packs. Cool, then you come too. It's all well and good. But usually I'll just be like, I need to pop to the toilet. Mid-laugh. They remember me as saying something funny. They probably don't remember. I don't even remember what Adele said, but she is so funny. Whole time I'm not funny. I'm not a comedian. I'm not that funny. I am a little bit, but I'm not that funny. But that's how I left you. I left it on a high because I do not want the conversation to get awkward and stiff. You can always excuse yourself and say you need to go to the toilet. Please, especially if you're out for drinks. Drinks make you want to go to the toilet. Next thing, quality over quantity. You do not need to speak to 20 people and collect 20 different LinkedIns when you are going to network outside of your company or when you're networking just because you want to grow in your career. Even if you're reaching out to people on LinkedIn, you're reaching out to people virtually, you do not need to reach out to 20, 30, 40, 50 people. Now, if you're looking for a new job, that's different. you may need to reach out to 20 people. But however, you're just doing your general networking. And also, if you're looking for a new job and you are continually networking, you won't then have to reach out to 20 people. But a lot of you are not networking on a regular basis. And that is why when it comes to job searching these days, you need to send out loads of networking requests. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Quality over quantity. You do not need to message or talk to 20 people. It is better to speak to 3 people and give loads of impact and be memorable and be liked than it is to speak to 20 people, spread yourself thin, be tired, be annoyed, and just want to go home. I promise you, the conversations are never good once you get into them. My social battery is dying, which comes very quick if you're an introvert. Second to last thing, stop thinking of networking as selling yourself. You are not in the room trying to sell yourself. A lot of people are in there like, oh my gosh, I've got to say the right thing, got to do the right thing. Think about it as making future friends. I'm in this room to make friends because some of these people I'm going to end up liking. When you network, you might connect something that you actually like. Listen, if I go somewhere and there's like 10 people, there's probably only going to be 2 people that I actually like really like. And I'm like, oh, I can see myself being friends with them, or at least one person. Think of it like that. All your networking connections are just like, you're just trying to make friends. Some of them are going to be career friends. You know, like how you have different friends. I have like friends that I just mostly go out with. I have like my real deep friends who like hang out at my house and stuff like that, who I see all the time. I have my bestie who I don't even see that often, but who I love her and I'm on the phone to her all the time. Like, you have just different friends for different things. You have your church friends. Like, you know what I mean? So all your different friends, think of networking like that. I'm going to make new friends. And yes, if you're like me, I don't like making new friends. I'm like, oh, I'm happy with the friends I've got. But your bank balance is not happy with the numbers it has. So these new friends could help you with your bank balance. So no, you're not in the room selling yourself. You're just going into a room and just being yourself, being liked, having a couple conversations, going home. Trust me, if I go to a networking event, there's nothing to do with work. I'm not staying if it's a 3-hour networking event. I promise you I'm not there for 3 hours. I promise you I'm there for an hour and I'm out the door because I can't. The only way I'm there for the whole time is because I met someone there that I know that I haven't seen for years, or a conversation's going really, really, really well. And I can already feel the opportunity come in. So I stay. I use networking to my advantage, not to my disadvantage. The disadvantage is that I don't enjoy it. The disadvantage is that it's really hard for me to get up the like courage, confidence, whatever you want to call it, because it's not even confidence. It's just like getting up the willpower to even want to go and speak to loads of people. Like, I already know before I get there, my social battery is drained. Like, my social battery in my head has already drained before I've even got to the networking event. So I have to will myself to go. But what gets me motivated is what I know can come out of it. Like, I've made friends because people have reached out to me on LinkedIn, literally made friends with people in America, overseas, that I've then met in real life who I've really ended up liking just because they've reached out to me. Networking can be a great thing. I've had people on this podcast that I've been able to interview just because of networking. So I'm never going to downplay networking because it has so many amazing benefits. And last but not least, before I close out this episode, network before you need a job. Do it consistently. You don't have to go heavy on the networking every day. Think about, oh my gosh, I need to network. But network regularly. Network consistently. So I'll tell you why. Because then when it comes to getting a job, you will hardly have to network. I have seen 2 of my friends this year be able to rewrite their CV, send out their applications and get a job within 4 weeks in this current rubbish job market. Why? Because they are always networking. They are always constantly networking. And that isn't just on LinkedIn. They talk to people on Instagram. They make friends with people. They talk to people on TikTok. We're friends, some of them, because they've connected with me. Like, one of them is my friend from years ago, and one of them someone I connected with in the last like 2 or 3 years. I'm watching people literally. Oh, there's a third person I just suddenly thought. She's also been on this podcast. She got a job recently. It took her 4 weeks. Amelia, you know, if you scroll back, you'll see the episode with me and Amelia. Amelia is also a coach, but she has a full-time 9 to 5 as well. And she was able to get back into work. She hadn't worked for a long period of time, and she was able to get back into work within 4 weeks. Why? Because she stays networking. She stays reaching out to people. She stays having little small conversations, little chats, and finding out about what people do and letting people talk about themselves because people love to talk about themselves. That is how you maneuver in any job market. When you have built a strong network, when you are always talking to people, even when the job market is crap, you're the person that someone's going to think about. Remember, as crap as the job market is, if there is a job and someone gets offered, someone gets offered. If you want the chances of you being that person who gets offered to be higher, you need to start networking. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Start. But use the tips that I told you. Quality over quantity. Yeah, we don't need to speak to hundreds of people. We can just speak to 1 or 2. think about the people that you're speaking to. The PA to a director, great conversation. Someone on your team who you see every single day and talk to every single day. Why? Why are you going to a networking event to talk to them? That's not helping your life. Your boss's boss, helping your career. It doesn't have to be more than like a 3 to 5 minute conversation. Plan what you're going to go in, plan what you want to do, control your time and leave when you're ready. There will be other networking events. There will be other rooms. You don't have to stay for 7 hours just because everyone else stayed for 7 hours. Listen, the truth is, most people that stay a bit too long at networking events always end up making a fool of themselves. You know what happens at the company drinks when the person who stayed that little bit longer, who should have taken their backside home or should have taken their self up to their room when you have conferences in hotels and stuff. But no, you stayed longer, you did nonsense. Now everyone remembers you for the wrong reasons instead of the right reasons. So, be remembered for the right things. Friendly. The girl who disappeared early to go and watch Love Island. I don't care. You're going to be talking about me. It's great. I'm top of mind. And yeah, keep networking, guys. I hope this episode has helped my introverts, my people that do not like small talk, or that just feel awkward speaking to new people. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. I hope this episode gave you exactly what you needed and motivated you to confidently take steps towards your next career move. If you enjoyed it, screenshot and share it on your socials, tag me on Instagram, and come join my community of amazing women working on leveling up their confidence and career. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.